I always told myself that when I got to 100,000 followers, because I didn't think that day would come, that I would say what my name is. And it is welcome, 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 welcome to my home, to my YouTube channel. Morning, folks. It's nice that you're here. Yay! Because I've got a lot to share. Believe it or not, it was a lifetime dream having a YouTube channel. When I was like 12. First of all, I'd like to introduce you to Doug. Aww. He usually hangs from a pin in my ceiling.
I'm sorry, what?
And I can't explain that anymore. Right, well, let's just kick this off then, shall we? These are questions that have been asked on my Instagram, but I just feel like they deserve a little more detail. Why not do that here with you? Or actually me, by myself, in my room. But not by myself, really, because Doug's here. What made you want to start bug videos? Don't you want to know it? I have answered this question before. I've always wanted to present myself in some fashion, preferably clothed, online. Haven't had to resort to taking them off yet. Not that I ever would. Losing track. I just had an idea one day. I just saw an ant, and I saw a flying ant. And I looked at him, and I thought, bet you're well jealous. Bet you really want to fly. Why not make a skit? And then I thought, what would be funnier is if I made an ant mask and did it. And honestly, sometimes I just think, I can't remember what made me think, let's do this. But I cut out a piece of cardboard and I made it into an ant and I made a video. That's a straightforward fact for you. And then very quickly after that, I thought about snails and slugs, because one of them's got a shell and one of them doesn't. And I'd feel mugged off without the shell, to be honest with you, because that's their home. And the other one doesn't have a home, do they? Well, they do, but it's like under a rock all slimy. Getting sidetracked again. I don't know if I can do this. Where am I from? I'm originally from Scotland. I'm from planet Earth, just like you. Potentially, you could be an alien watching this. In which case, I am sorry, this is humanity. I was born in Scotland. A wee Scottish lass, just flinging about. Then, when I was 6, I moved to Bristol and became a farmer. And no, I didn't. I grew up there. Now I live in Cornwall, even more southwest. And it's slash. Is this my full-time job? If not, what is? When I left uni, I ended up nannying for a family in a very nice part of London. And they worked in TV and film. And that's pretty cool. And one day the mum said, would you like work experience on this like little TV program called The Crown? You heard that right. The freaking Crown. And I thought, well, I love Claire Foy, so yeah. For that woman, I'd do anything. It was only meant to be for 2 weeks, and they went, you're so great, can you be my mate? I was a graphics runner, so I was doing like props and stuff like that. So then I just went from job to job to job, working on series and films, doing graphic design, and I really liked it. And then COVID hit, and everything got shut down. I had no job. And then the plot twist, and then the plot thickens. I fell in love. I did. I fell in love on a little summer holiday in Cornwall to a Cornish lad, and I decided that this is where I would reside. Funny thing about Cornwall, not much of a TV industry going on down here. I managed to do things remotely for a while, and it was good until it wasn't good. I still do like commission stuff, graphics and other bits, but basically I'm a freelance hustler. Did that answer that question? I'm not sure, but you're welcome. The next question is, what are you currently excited about? I feel like I've slightly glazed over something, and there's another question in here which might tie it all together, and that is, are you single? And I'm so sorry to disappoint, because I know what I do has attracted the masses. I'm more desired than something very desirable. I am, in fact, quite newly engaged. And that's really nice. And I'm absolutely buzzing to get married. I really am. So back to the question at hand. What am I excited about? The wedding. I will be dressed as a bug. It's tempting, but probably not. Back to the juicy stuff. And that is my exciting life. But I am very excited about the opportunities that this, having a platform, could give me. And I just really want to make this last as long as humanly possible, because I love it. Just great, and you guys are great, and we've just got a good thing going on, you know? You and me, Gotta think. It just feels limitless. I would love one day to have my own like TV series, an animated series, a YouTube series. I think a huge part of this for me is writing the skits. I just love it. It's just a lot of fun. And obviously the creative stuff, I want to do more stuff on here where I'm like making more costumes, doing fun things, learning, living, you know, let's have it. So I'm just very excited for the future, which is a nice feeling for someone who has suffered with depression. Let's put that in sparkles. This is a question I get asked a lot. Okay, this next question, I get asked it in my comments. I get told it in my comments. I get asked it at every Q&A. And that is, how much do I smoke? And it always makes me laugh because the answer is none. Sorry to break it to you, but this is unnatural. I love that for me. What it says about me and my brain, I'm not sure. I was born like this. All life has led up to this moment, and there ain't no turning back now. I've done it. I've put it on the line. Okay, moving on. Would I consider ASMR? I get asked this question so much, and I don't know why you want it. Because what I provide in my bug voice, Nigel, what are you doing? Nigel, come back here right now. I can't do that as a whisper. I don't think it would work. So the answer is no, terrifies me, don't know what I'd do. The world of ASMR is just one that I love to listen to, probably not do myself. If you've got advice, if you're that desperate for me to do it, I'm all ears, but it's not something I plan on doing. Sorry. This next question is big, okay? It's a big old question with a big old answer, and that is, how old am I? I'm old. Probably too old to be doing this. Probably too old to be making a fool of myself online as a bug. There's no age limit to life, and I'm just living it. So I am the ripe age of 30 plus 1. 31. And that's the biscuit. And that's the Marmite on toast. You might have thought I was 40, in which case, I'm only 31. I'm only 31, guys. Chill out. I always told myself that when I got to 100,000 followers, because I didn't think that day would come, that I would say what my name is. Here we are indeed, and I therefore have to tell you, well, I don't have to tell you, but I'm choosing to tell you what my name is. And it is, drum roll please, ta-da! And if you can't read it, well, that's tough on you. No, I'm joking. If you can't read it, that's just been my whole life, to be honest with you, so I'll say it for you. It's Sinead. Yep, that's my name, and in my head, that sounds like Sean. It's pretty much the same name, in my opinion. And so that's where that came from. Yeah, there you go. That's my name. You are welcome. Whew, glad we got that done. Come to the final set of questions. I wanted to leave these till last because they're quite deep questions, actually. And if you're not interested, you can clock out now. First question. When you were little, what did you used to say to people you wanted to be when you grew up? I have a vague memory of telling people that I want to be a vet. And that was never going to happen because turns out I hate blood. Don't like it. Makes me want to cry. That was probably never an option. I just like the idea of hanging out with animals. You know, when you're younger, that seems like an easy job. You're like, I get paid to just pet people's pets. Turns out that's not what they do. Turns out it's a bit more complicated than that. So that was a life lesson in itself. I was a big dreamer. Had big dreams in my head. Always wanted to do something in terms of entertainment. Believe it or not, I spent my whole life being a bit of a class clown. Bit of a class clown. I was probably a little bit made fun of when I was younger for various reasons we won't be sharing today. I just really wanted to make people laugh on my own terms, and I just, you know, therefore made myself look a bit of a fool a lot of the time. But that's fine. I enjoyed it because it made people laugh, and that's what I wanted. I mean, obviously when I was younger I wanted to be like a pop star, a YouTuber. Here we are. Does this count as a YouTuber? Maybe. And the last question is, what do you think your younger self would think of you today? She'd think, what the No, I'm joking. I don't know. I don't know how people answer this with such confidence, but I do think I would be like, I'd be pretty pleased that I've not given up on my dream of being a creative, silly Billy somewhere in the world who just wants to bring people joy. That's all I've ever wanted. People to have fun, people to laugh, people to be happy. And I feel like I'm kind of doing it. So I think I'd be proud. I think I'd be like, that's pretty cool. That's me. That's cool. I like that. And in terms of my wider life, I'd be buzzing. Without being a soppy sop, I would be like, what do you mean there's a man that wants to be with you for the rest of your life? you just, how would you do that? She'd be I absolutely love my partner to the end of the world, but I think younger me would be most impressed by the fact I have 2 dogs. They are my entire universe. I love them dearly. Baggins and Lulu, I love you. And that is it. That's it. We did it. We got to the end. Well, I did. You probably might not be anyone here, actually. Maybe one person. If just one person's made it to the end, I love you. And here's a secret for you. I'm joking. I don't have one. I got you there though, didn't I? Okay. That's me done. That's it done. Finish it off. One last little thing. You ready? Yeah, that was it. You're welcome. Goodbye then. Yeah. Oh wait, no. I forgot to say all the YouTubery stuff. Please like, comment, subscribe, comment anything you like, comment ideas for future videos, comment your favourite bug outfit, comment anything you like, your mum's favourite food. Just make it nice. You're welcome. I'm welcome. We're all welcome to this space. It's for everyone. So, yeah, that is where I'll leave you and love you forevermore. Okay. Goodbye. Goodbye. Just gonna press stop.